Afro Tales Podcast is a part of the Connected Podcast Network. Chef. Yes, Glio. Don't you love how we get to share our stories and recipes? Yes, I enjoy it greatly. Do you know what makes it possible for everyone to hear us? Yes, Glio. Our voices, obviously. True, but it's also Anchor, a hosting platform that distributes the podcast to places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and others. Oh, yes. And isn't everything needed to make a podcast in one place? That's correct. And the best thing of all, Chef, it's free. Free, you say? Free. And all I had to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. So, you just had to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Yep, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and do what we're doing now. Fantastic, Grio. Simply fantastic. I know, Chef. I know. Ahoy, my friend, and welcome aboard the Afro Tales Podcast, a ship that will carry us from location to location, exploring the tales that grew from the African diaspora in the Americas and the Caribbean. I am Amon Mazinga, your teller of yarns. As we head out, a particular yarn for each location will be spun. Come, sit with me, and enjoy this journey. Little Girl and Brer Rabbit. Little girl was always home. Her mama had her go down, pick some peas in the garden. Now, I must go down to the market, take my vegetables every day. Today, you mind the house and the garden. A couple days from now, you can come along. I will. I mind everything. I promise I will, says little girl. But soon as mama was gone, Brer Rabbit comes by. Big, stand-up ears, white, puffy tail. Says the rabbit, little girl, I see you picking peas. I sure am. Mama told me to. I saw your mama going out and she greeted me. She says, tell little girl to let you in for some peas. All right, if mama says so. So little girl opened the gate and let Brer Rabbit in. Brer Rabbit ate a whole roll of sweet and tender peas in a minute. His stand-up ears, tail, big old feet says, let me out now. So she did. Mama came home from the market, asked little girl how she was doing. I let little Brer Rabbit in like you told him to tell me to. Well, I never saw him to tell, and I never said anything to that pesky Brer Rabbit. If he comes back tomorrow, you let him in the garden, but don't let him out. When your daddy comes home, he'll help you take care of old Brer Rabbit. The next day, Brer Rabbit hopped on over. Hey, little girl, I come to visit your garden again. Little girl stayed quiet, but she opened the gate, and Brer Rabbit hopped inside. White puffy tail, big feet, flippity floppity he goes. Little girl locked the gate behind Brer Rabbit. Puff tail up and down the sweet pea road. Ears just wait. Brer Rabbit stayed all day. Then, way late, he dragged his full belly self to the gate. It was almost time for little girl's daddy to come home from his labor too. But that rabbit didn't know a thing. Brer Rabbit called to the girl and hollered at her. Little girl, time to turn me loose now. Little girl, I'm all finished here. I'm busy, Brer Rabbit. I hasn't no time now to turn you loose. So Brother Rabbit sat down to wait. He didn't like waiting. But what was he going to do? After a while, he says real polite, "Little girl, I must leave right now. Let me out, please." "Brother Rabbit, I can't. You see, I'm fixing these sweet peas for my mama. I can't be bothered with you." Little girl's daddy comes home right then. He saw what was in the garden besides little girl. Brother Rabbit, that's what. All ears, puffy tail, and big feet. "What you doing down there?" "Little girl, let me in, sir." "Come here. I got something better than them sweet pies." Brother Rabbit hopped to the gate, flippity-flopping. Little girl and her daddy grabbed him by the ears. They stuffed him in a guinea sack and hung him in the wild honey locust. Up and down his trunk and branches, that tree had thorns as long as a man's finger. "Oh, Brother Rabbit is high strung and prickled," little girl told her mama. Her daddy went away in the woods to cut some switches. Going is smart, Brother Rabbit for sure. But a wolf came along, heard Brother Rabbit coughing in the guinea sack, said, "That you, Brother Rabbit? What you doing in there?" "Oh, I'm on my way to heaven for little girl. You want to come along?" "Yes, indeed, I'd like to go." "Then, open my sack and come in." So big old wolf did it. He jumped in. Brother Rabbit jumped out. Tied the wolf in the gunny sack. "Hey!" hollered the wolf. But Brother Rabbit was gone, even before he started, fast as he can get. Little girl and her daddy came back. She gave the sack a once over and said, "You're no rabbit in there." "Wolf, what you doing?" "I'm going to heaven for you, little girl, like Brother Rabbit said I'd do if I go in here." Little girl giggled and her daddy smiled. "Now I'm going to finish this, and it won't be heaven you'll get." With that, he switched Wolf's hide about 10 stings times. Wolf hollered. Daddy said, "When you see a gunny sack again, Wolf, you better take care." "Yeah, and you make sure Brother Rabbit won't hide a trick in it too." The end. So, how'd you like that story? I loved it. I love Brother Rabbit. He is a character. He gets out of a lot of scrapes just barely, right? I love little girl. She is awesome. She listens, and when somebody makes a fool of her, she's going to get back at him. And she's like, "You know what? All right, Mom. We'll wait till Daddy gets home, and we'll do it. We going to get Brother Rabbit." And there's nothing wrong with that. Going to who's in charge to have them get back at the person for you that did you wrong, you know? But who hasn't been that child? This person messed with me. I'm going to go tell my mom. "Oh, Mom, Dad, this is what happened. Oh, don't worry about it, baby. We got this." You know what I'm saying? We got this. And they got it. They fixed it. This story is going to be typical for the plantation styles. And it's similar to a couple of stories from last season. License is Still and Two Empty Hands come to mind from me, which were two other Brother Rabbit tales. But from the Caribbean. One from, I want to say St. Vincent, and the other one, I believe, may have been Haiti. I can't think off the top of my head. But I love it. You know, these false message stories. And Brother Rabbit still coming out on top. Gotta love it, though. Gotta love it. And I want to thank you for coming on this journey with me. I don't want you to forget to go down to the Galley, my friends, and see the chef. I should say, see Chef, since that's all we call him, and get your meal, or at least the recipe for this particular story and this particular location. All right? Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Welcome, my friends, to the Galley. I'm the chef, and today we have a meal inspired by that southern story that you just heard. Of course, that means we have a southern-based meal. Today we will prepare southern-style baked candied yams. That good old soul food, right? Okay, for your ingredients, we will need 5 medium-sized yams, 8 tablespoons of salted butter. Sounds like a lot, but you'll need it. 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon ground clove, a 1/4 teaspoon ground ginger, 1 cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract, the real stuff, not the imitation. For the spices, if you don't like all of them, you don't have to put all of them in your dish. That's very much understood. You work the ingredients like you need to. First, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees, get that nice and warm. Then, we're going to wash the yams. We're going to peel, then chop the yams. We want it to be about 1/2 inch thick, okay? We're going to place the yams into a 9x13 baked dish. Then, we're going to place the butter into a medium-sized pot. Then melt it over a medium heat. Don't do it too high. We don't want to burn the butter, all right? Once the butter is melted, we're going to sprinkle in all of those good things. You know, the white and brown sugar, the ground cinnamon, the ground nutmeg, the ginger, and the cloves, okay? Once that's all in there, we're going to turn the stove off. Mix the ingredients, then add the vanilla extract. Next, we're going to pour the candied mixture over the yams, trying to coat all the yams with the candied mixture. Then we're going to cover the baked dish with some foil. Then bake the yams in the oven for 30 minutes. Once the 30 minutes has completed, we're going to remove the yams from the oven, baste them with the candied mixture again, because we're not done. We're going to cover the yams back up and bake them for another 15 to 20 minutes. Then you'll remove them from the oven, let them sit for about 10 minutes, to really get that mixture in there, get that candied flavor. And then you can serve it and you can enjoy. And that's how you do it. Real nice and easy. So you do what you do. Let me know how it comes out. And when you're eating your candied yams, remember it's soul food. And so therefore it's southern. And you remember about the little girl and Bro Rabbit. Next time you come see me, I'll have another delicious dish. Now go, enjoy your meal, and I'll see you next time. My friends, we are here, and I want to thank you for coming out here on this voyage with me. Thank you for doing what you do and giving me the time to get to this point. I want you to join me in thanking Art by Chalet. I want to also join me in thanking those who create the sound effects and music on freesound.org and Free Music Archive. I want you to share this journey with your family and friends so that way they can be blessed just as you are. If you
want to leave a comment or a review so others can learn about this voyage, please do so wherever you can. All other ways to support and contact me will be in the show notes. So please go there, check it out, and do what you do best and be you. Again, thank you. And until next time, have a blessed day.